All right, we should be good. I'm just playing Kerbal and I wanted to stream it, so we just got done testing something to do a rescue mission. All right, we should be good. For Duna. So we want to try and get to Duna. And this is what's going to bring us to Duna. Yeah, it's going to bring us to Duna and back from Duna. Because we have some Kerbals that we need to rescue. Got to make sure to put some solar panels on this. Duna Station. We have... I can't remember. I know we have a scientist here that's doing science. Yeah, Bob Kerman is doing science. We have another 500 science we can transmit. So we're going to transmit that science. I think last stream we landed this on Duna, did a bunch of science stuff, brought it back up, and we're now processing the science in Duna's orbit. And we should have a good connection to Kerbin for quite some time, because I put a relay satellite in Kerbin's orbit. So this should be uploaded, but we have two Kerbals here. And we want to leave Bob Kerman here because they're doing science. So we just need the ability to shuttle one Kerbal. But we're going to give ourselves the ability to shuttle two Kerbals just in case. And our goal is to rescue Kurdun. Kurdun has spent many years in space. So they deserve some time back on Kerbin. There we go. 496 science added. And they're still going. All right, so we need the capacity to send one Kerbal back. But yes, our Duna station has provided us with over 1,000 science at this point. I don't know exactly what we want to go for next. I'm pretty sure we're going to want to get heavy aerodynamics, because this cockpit is very good. I think we're gonna do that. I don't think there are any other cockpits we can get, right? But we do want to get these science experiment things. I may get this. Does this have I don't know. I think we're going to continue working on this, and I think we have a small window left to get to Duna. Just check one more thing, because if we can't get to Duna this round, yeah, that's going to be rough. Duna is beyond us, and we can't reverse time. We want Duna to be right here somewhere. want Duna to be right here. It's a little bit too late. I may do it and just bring extra fuel because we can rendezvous. It's just we're gonna be intersecting at a higher velocity. That's all. All right, so let's get back to building the shuttle. This is what we have so far. It looks pretty stable. Let's actually not mess around and let's get rid of these and put these big ones on here. You know, we may want them like this. Yeah, that's gonna make it the most stable for docking. Yeah, I think we're set with that. We landed with it, so we know it lands. We have plenty of Delta V. Oh, wait. No. This needs to be this. And that's looking good. Need a decoupler. And a large fuel tank. Gonna have a skipper, I think. All right. That'll be the final stage before we... This will get us to Duna, and then this will reverse burn and do all the maneuvers we need, and then get us back from Duna. All right, now we just need the heavy duty. The heavy duty stuff. Which is what's going to get us out of Kerbin's atmosphere. Coupling, we're going to need hydraulic attachment manifolds. 4 of these. No, I think this can be higher. That, right? And then we need aerodynamics. Does this have a thrust vectoring? Yeah, it does. We're just gonna put mainsails all the way around. Yeah, that's the thrust to weight that we need. 1.68 is almost exactly what we want. We want our fuel tanks to drain in such a way that this drains into that. This drains into that. And then drains into that. And this drains into that. Perfect. Okay. This is going to be like an all-round... This probably could get us to Eve as well. Make sure that we have struts. Keeping this from jumping around too much. Then we need Separatrons, because these chunky I think right about here is where we're gonna want them. You know what? Let's put 2. It's just gonna take a little bit more time. Okay, and then how we organize this. Actually, let's not attach these here. Attach them up here. Yeah, that's going to be more stable. Then how we're going to organize these. Here, let's get the Separatrons all on their own. And then we're going to need these are the ones we want. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want these 2. We want these 2. Right? So those all break off first, and then along with the Separatrons that are attached to them. These 2. Gonna be these 2. These 2. And these 2. And then these are gonna go with these. Separatrons and the decouplers all go together. Okay. Then that breaks off after these finish feeding into the main tank. And then we have all of that. You know what? Let's restructure these a little bit. Oh, also, we're gonna want a big RCS tank there. Yeah. We have a small RCS tank up top for like final maneuvers and all that. And then we want just some very small basic fins. That should be good. Let's get these tail fins, because that's gonna as low as they can go. Yeah. No, I think we can use the basic fins, right? Doesn't matter. They're gonna be slightly lighter, that's it. All right, and then we do these guys. This should take us to Duna and back with excess fuel. Now, it may take us a couple launches to get it right. Then this is the last stage that breaks off, and then we have our parachutes, and that's it. I really do want to put these on here just for that extra control. Right at the end. All right, let's do it. We're not bringing any crew. We have no crew coming along with us. Is there anything else we may need? Ah, yes. I'm glad I asked myself that question. I don't think we need the giant ones, do we? I think we'll bring these. I'm gonna put 2 of these just on there, just in case. Just in case. No, I think we will use these. Because we may as well, right? No reason not to use the best ones that we have. I kind of do like these, though, if I'm being honest. These are kind of like these, except contained. They're slightly heavier. Yeah. Tolerance. What's the difference? Cannot be retracted. Ah. Okay. Yeah, let's bring the retractable ones. We may as well. This'll get into orbit easily. Yeah, we've got 10,000 meters per second. We're good. Let's give it a launch. Let's see how it does. Make some progress. Should be pretty stable. So yeah, 2 of them are gonna burn off rapidly. We discard those. Then the next 2 are gonna burn off a little bit faster. Then we discard those. Oh, it's wobbling quite a bit. That's wobbling quite a bit. I'm unsure why it's wobbling. All right, the wobbling has stopped. Break those off. Clean removal of them. All right, our apoapsis is still kind of low. We're okay. Surface speed still increasing. So is our orbit. Yeah, it's pretty stable except for the wobbling. Why is wobbling so much? All right, our apoapsis is getting to the point that we need it to be at. Now we can slow down our... Let's get our apoapsis up to over 80. 5. That's a pretty safe apoapsis. That way, when we get to 70, once that number at the top reaches 70,000, we can start burning again, except we're gonna burn on the horizon. To the right of the periapsis. We're gonna break off our next stage. There they go. Those will be crashing back down to Kerbin. All right, I'm a little bit worried about this wobbling. Seems like it's settled down. Reaching 91, so I'm gonna punch it. All right, the wobbling seems to have calmed down a bit. We're rolling, but it's okay. Oh, wow. That wobble's getting really bad. I don't know what that gimbal's doing. It's like a circular wobbling. It looks like this is like slightly disconnected. Ooh, that's getting bad. Let's wait. All right, we need to punch it. We have to. I don't have a choice. We have to get our periapsis up. We have to use this fuel to get our periapsis up. All right, and now we can break this off, right? All right, that will crash back into Kerbin at 40,000. All right, now we're good. At 40,000, that will absolutely re-enter the atmosphere. I typically use 50. Anything below 50,000 is almost guaranteed re-entry. All right, it's seeming like we're going to be able to slingshot this. We'll gain the moon's energy by doing this. Yeah, we'll skim right by it by doing this maneuver. Yeah, and we were smart because we still have this propellant tank. And we need to extend these. Right. As long as we've got energy, we're good. All right, what are we looking at now? Got 9 minutes until the maneuver. Maneuver is going to send us in the direction we want to go, somewhat. And we need to catch up to... Duna as best we can. It's going to be hard. We might have to fly by it pretty quick. Let's start full burning now. Oh shit, I needed to do something first. We need to set the mun as the target, and then we need to do this. Yeah. It's just a slight maneuver before we do our burn so we don't get flung off up or down. All right, just a very small burn. That should be good. Yeah, we're fine. All right. There we go. There's our maneuver. Just a little bit. There's the mun in the background. Yeah, we have to do an orbit before we do the maneuver. Full orbit. Takes about 10 minutes. All right, and now we got to start burning, right? Not just yet. Hit about node in 30 seconds. Yeah. We're gonna slingshot the mun, and then we should be able to catch up to Duna. At this point, it's just prograde. "30-second burn. And then we'll be in the solar orbit. And from there, we will be able to catch up to Duna. Oh, overburned. Wasn't paying attention. We're okay though. That's one thing I'm looking forward to in Kerbal Space Program 2. And it's going to be a huge factor as to whether I actually get it or not. Yeah, we're going to get slingshotted. We're getting sucked into the moon right now, but we're going to go around it. And pulled along with the mun's orbit. Yeah, and then we're gonna get shot right out. Hopefully we don't get sucked into min-miss. I don't think we will. I think min-miss has such a weak sphere of influence. All right, let's get slingshotted by the mun. Aha! Awesome. All right. Now, unfortunately, we may end up leaving. You know, we could try to maneuver to crash stuff into min-miss, but honestly, it's so difficult to not leave any... Oh, did I not? I thought I put a satellite on this. Wait. Oh, no. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't have any... I have limited probe control. See, I can't control it right now. But if I click prograde, it'll go prograde. That's very bad. Should have put a satellite on it. Well, not much I can do about it. Not much I can do about it at this point. Control lock. Do I have a maneuver node? No, I'm screwed. We need to revert back to vehicle assembly because I didn't put a satellite on it. I should be okay, right? Maybe kind of like that. Why not simply like this? Yeah, so we're gonna have to redo that entire launch. That is the nature of this game. Sometimes it is necessary to have something like that occur. But it seemed like we were able to do what we needed to do. Oh, the wobbling though. Let me go back to Space Center quickly. Wait, did I revert flight? No. I'm gonna have to go back to it and then revert flight. That works too. I think you just get everything back anyway. So this was wobbling a lot. And it's making me think if I just put struts like this, it should help quite a bit. That's where it was wobbling. So let's try that. But yeah, if we lose signal, we can't do maneuvers anymore. And if we can't do maneuvers anymore, then we're shit out of luck. Okay, that seems to have kind of cleared up the wobbling a little bit. Yeah, that cleared up the wobbling. I don't know why that one went flying so much faster. Whatever, it was a safe removal. RCS even necessary? It's not. It's not necessary. It's just wasting RCS by doing that. There's the mun. I think the next run I do in Kerbal in the future is going to be Iron Man, because I've learned so much that it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I feel capable of doing a run without restarting. Like, forgetting the satellites on this, it's not going to happen again. When using a probe core, you need satellites in order to maintain communication. And detach. All right, now you can go prograde. Yeah, our apoapsis is way higher than it needs to be. So let's go. Here. Let's just start burning horizontally. I'm happy it takes from the smaller tank, or the larger tank. It's leaving the smaller tank full and taking from this tank instead. Happy that it does that. Yeah, honestly, let's just wait until we're here. Do that and then burn. That way we're at our apoapsis, or near our apoapsis. Once our periapsis becomes 40 kilometers, we'll detach. Unfortunately, we're wasting about 400 meters per second, but it's better than leaving debris in orbit. All right. Set this as target. Do a maneuver here. I hate how it makes you stop spinning. Like, it doesn't make sense when you speed up time. The way you speed up time in this game doesn't make sense. It, like, messes shit up. Like, if I wanted to stop spinning, I just go, oh, there we go. I'm done spinning now. Like, how does that make sense? It doesn't take any energy for me to stop spinning. Like, oh, I'm on the thing now. Now I can just go, boop. There we go. Perfectly on the dot. I didn't need to use any RCS to stop myself from spinning. But it's because the way that the game accelerates time, it's integrated into the physics simulation. So it speeds up all of the physics interactions as well, and that's why it's such a problem. That's why you can't accelerate. Yeah, and I'm gonna quick save here. It's why you can't accelerate when you are... That's on the second pass. I don't even think I need to use that much energy. I don't. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's do this maneuver. Yeah, in reality, you should not need to use much RCS in order to get going the way you want to. But the way that the SAS works, it just pushes RCS all the way. It's better to do it manually. And you obviously can't do it while you're warping time, which is probably the ideal way of doing it. We'll do it at like 40 seconds. There we go. I'll just go prograde. The ideal way would be to just tap the RCS in the direction you want to go ever so slightly and then speed up time. But the problem is the second you speed up time, it stops your rotation. And that's not what should happen. It's just not what should happen. And I hope that they solved that problem, that core problem in the game with Kerbal Space Program 2. Because it's, if you want interstellar travel or you want to go to like some crazy far away distant asteroid that's rotating around the sun, like, good luck. Okay, we're gonna need to adjust our trajectory so we don't get sucked into the moon, but this should be good enough. We're gonna skim it real close. Let's do it. Let's skim it real close. Look how close my periapsis is gonna be. Yeah, no, we're not going to skim it real close. The calculation was completely wrong by the computer. And what we need to do is we need to burn radial out. Otherwise, we are going to run into the moon. Pretty quickly, too. I mean, It's not a heavy burn that we need though. Very, very slight. Bam. Periapsis of 10,000 meters. That is one hell of a slingshot. But we're gonna do it. Is the mun coming towards us, or are we going towards the mun? That is the question. Oh, we're gonna skim the mun so close. Hopefully this calculation is correct, because 12,000 meters is real close. Meow. Bye bye, mun. Thanks for your energy. Thank you. Bye bye. Boop. Now we need escape trajectory from Kerbin, which we have a connection to now because we actually put satellites on our thing. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, good. We need to extend the solar panels. And all of this stuff. There's Kerbin. So that we do not lose our connection. To Kerbin. And there we go. All right. Now let's see what kind of a maneuver we can do in order to get to oh, that's looking pretty close. Gonna take us a little more energy though. And we're gonna end up leaving something in orbit, unfortunately. Solar orbit. Bam. If we can position our trajectory in a way that puts us in direct course with Duna, then we can technically get rid of our that's not bad, really. Like, yeah, you want Duna to be somewhere here, ideally. But that's not bad. 1,300? Got 3 days until the burn. All right, let's wait for it to be... There we go. Yeah, you can still see Kerbin and the Mun off in the distance. Very cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, Dress's orbit is super messed up. So is Elu. Elu's orbit is really messed up. But yeah, this is not a bad burn for what we're doing. Before we get to below 300, I'm gonna do something interesting. And it's gonna involve me. It's gonna be very tricky, is what it's gonna be. See, I've lowered the amount that it's going to take now. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to focus view Duna while we still have our maneuver node. Switch to our maneuver node down here. And then I'm going to edit this in a very fine way that's going to have us intersect just like that. And we're gonna actually put ourselves on a collision course. I'm gonna put this down to 5. So we can do 10. Turn RCS off. No, we need RCS on. I want to be right on that blue dot. And boom. And this is going to be a very fine-tuned burn that we're doing. All right, we have 87 meters per second to get our periapsis to reach the center. To reach the a collision course. And we have enough energy. We should be very fine-tuned though. Here. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Which direction is this orbiting in? That direction. If we're looking at it orbiting, it's going counterclockwise. So all we would have to do is go a little bit more retrograde. Yeah. This is going to be such a fine burn, though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it properly. I may have to get a little closer, but we only have 87 meters per second to do it properly. Beyond that, we're done. Like, Look, yeah, see, we got our periapsis inside of it now. Okay, so now what we can do is wait. And if the computer messed up the trajectory, then we can edit it right at the end. Yeah, it's going to take us about 6 months to get there. Kind of a weird intersection, but because we have our apoapsis pass it and then we come back down into it. Wait, what? Why is it saying that we have an apoapsis over here? Oh, it's because we're not intersecting with it, right? Yeah, we're going to be ahead of it, and then we're going to come back. Yeah. We'll have plenty of time to edit our trajectory. We have 85. Did the computer mess up? Well, regardless, we're gonna meet up with it, regardless of whether the computer can figure it out or not. See, it didn't even see that we were gonna enter its sphere of influence until the last second. Okay, so now let's get a little closer. Yeah, that's moving this way, so we need to come in around this side of it, right? The sun side of it. All right, so let me quick save. And let's get a little closer. Duna is pretty small, so... Okay, so now that we're this close, we are going to do a maneuver node, and we're going to begin the maneuver node now to change our trajectory in such a way that we come out on this side, right? We orbit this way. And we're going to use the rest of our fuel to do that. Yeah, sun side is where we want to orbit. And that's radial inward, but that we're flipping our orbit. So it's kind of actually radial outward. If you burn radial inward enough, you eventually reach radial outward. Yeah, let's just make that 100%. It doesn't really matter. There we go. We want to ideally use the rest of that. Yep, there we go. So we use the rest of this fuel, and now we can detach, burn a little bit more away from it, and then finish our burn in such a way that... Wait, what? No. Wait, what's going on with this trajectory right now? Oh, we already have a maneuver node. Yeah, okay. All right. We want to do that, and then we want to do this. Good. Easy peasy. 775. A little bit, but it's worth it. Is it worth it? Let's try and get lower than... I think we can get lower than 775. Yeah, let's do this, and then burning at the periapsis is going to be the most efficient. Yeah, and our debris should be far away at this point, which will... crash into... Duna. I actually want to set the Duna lander as target. It's going to be too difficult. Wait, why is it making us burn like that? It doesn't make sense. We need to burn like this, and then we need to burn like this. That didn't make sense for a second. Yeah, there we go. Now the question is, do we think that we can... Well, now that we have a periapsis, isn't it going to be more efficient to burn here? Yeah, by far. Yeah, let's just wait for that. See, that's going to go boop. Bye-bye. All right, and then we're just going to burn retrograde pretty much. Yeah, we don't want to get trapped in Ike's orbit. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Ooh, that's going to take a lot of energy to correct. It'll be okay. Oops. Overburned by a little bit. That's fine. All right, now at our apoapsis, we will be able to manipulate our burn in such a way that we intersect. I should not be doing that with the macro controls. Yeah, I think 0.7 is good enough. We're going to come out wide and slow. And then we're going to do this burn to manipulate our entry in such a way that we meet up with the target. Good. Our intersection, yeah, but we're coming in at 293, but that's fine. We can manually adjust that. And here we go. Okay, so we should be able to see the target at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to burn retrograde. Interestingly enough, our target is exactly on our retrograde. And that's because we have our intersection very close. And we need our relative speed, our relative velocities to be lower. This is our relative velocity. So as we're getting closer, we are lowering our relative velocities. So we're currently heading directly, almost directly towards them. We gotta wait until we're closer, so let's speed it up. Ten kilometers. Within 10 kilometers is a good area to start doing maneuvers. I'm gonna edit our intersect a little bit. Push the go. Now it's getting larger, so we're gonna come over this way. Burn a little bit like that. Beautiful. Within 1 kilometer at this point. So once we are within 1 kilometer, we will begin our final rendezvous burn. There they are. We can kind of understand at this point exactly how we're going to miss them. We're gonna fly right by them. We're making our target relative speed lower. Slowly coming in. Lowering our intersect as well. And we're good. I'll just leave it at 1 meter per second. It's good. It's better to come in slowly and speed up time rather than come in fast and then need to do a hard corrective burn right at the last second. Our intersect's within 200 meters. We're coming in at a cool 1 meter per second. It's pretty clear that we don't need to do anything at this point up until we are within this range, and now we're going to start moving. They're going to start moving away from us. So we need to actually, now that we're in the same orbit as them, we can basically just burn right towards them to get closer. Well, we're still getting closer, so I'm gonna wait. No. Let's get that intersect within 100 meters. Oh, we're gonna blow past them. What do we do in this situation? We go back this way. Nope. We go this way. There we go. Now we're going to intersect them very closely, and I just lost power and signal. Are we gonna run into them at 1 meter per second? That's not good. Please tell me we're gonna miss them slightly. Please tell me we're gonna miss them, because I cannot adjust at all because we don't have connection. Oh wait, yeah we do. What am I talking about? Oh, I ran out of RCS. That's what happened. Is that what happened? Yeah, we just ran into them. I ran out of RCS. I needed to put a monopropellant tank underneath this. Fuck. Or have a stability assist wheel, a reaction wheel. Because I have power. Yeah, I fucked up. There's no way we're going to be able to dock now. So what we need is a reaction wheel. I don't know how I forgot that. Docking without RCS is... We're going to make our relative speed as close to 0 as possible. Oh, I don't have signal now. So, yeah. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take... if we can get the space station to dock with this thing, then we'll be in the clear. But the chance of me being able to do that is very slim, if I'm being honest. Maneuvering the space station in a way that allows us to connect with that thing highly unlikely. May be able to do it though. May be able to do it. We're gonna try. So let's make ourselves. Also, we may want to wait for it to be light before we do this. How much RCS do we have here? Oh, we have a solid amount. All right, that might work. Oh, look, our first Duna landing. Haha. We're staying within close range of it, so we just want to make sure that we aren't too close to it. So the maneuver we need to do now is going to bring us down. Okay, we've got plenty of monopropellant. Now the problem is this is why I'm having an issue. See, this is how it's being controlled. Let's speed it up. Wait, if we're angling this way, I'm just trying to wait for us to be in daytime, but it's gonna take... We're controlling it from here, and we need to get to there. Oh, we're using... Stop. Okay, we are very, very close now. I think this is exactly what we want. I'm doing it in the dark, which I'm amazed that I'm able to do. We've wasted a lot of RCS, though. A lot of RCS. But this should work. Like, we're headed directly towards it. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it's so hard to see, but we're about to dock. Here's our docking port. Here's their docking port. Gonna make it? Boom. Got it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, so this still has a ton of fuel in it. This is the only thing I think here that can actually leave this place. But there's excess fuel in here. I think we press Alt and then right click. We're going to drain that of fuel. Because this can't even come back. This is just our science module. All right, and then these... I think these have some fuel left in them. We may as well drain all of the fuel from those. Yeah. All right, and now I'm going to take Curdun, transfer crew, transfer to that. So Curdun is in this thing right here. I'm so surprised I was able to do that. Now we're going to take this and fill this monopropellant back up. So happy this had monopropellant on it. Does this have more science now? Yeah, it does. And there is another 500 science. How much more data is on here? Look how much data there is. Holy shit. Let's go back to the space center. Yeah, now that we have that extra fuel, we'll be able to bring Curdun back. I think I want to leave Yeah, having this would have been pretty nice. Then again, the thing that matters most is being able to lock onto target, hands down. And we're lucky that Kurdun could do that because it made that rendezvous, using the space station to rendezvous with the shuttle, made that a lot easier. I'm wondering if we should go for this because we can build a... Actually, no, I think for an SS single stage to orbit, you need this. You pretty much need that. I don't think there is any research we want right now. Something like this would have helped a lot. I think we want this. Yeah, I think we want a specialized control. Yeah, let's go specialized control, and then the LT2 landing struts are also good. We'll go supersonic flight, and then we have enough. I mean, let's just finish this whole tier at this point. And then we have enough for one of these. I think we're gonna go for... I don't know what you do with all these I-beams. Heavy aerodynamics would be really good. The Mark III cockpit is very good. Unless we want to make a rover. I think I'm going to hold on to it. And then depending on what we want, we will do that. I'm going to go back to Kurdun and then bring Kurdun back. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I should change the stream title because the Eve Science Mission attempt is... It was not even really begun. We're gonna make it titled Duna Shuttle. And we're gonna, I think for the rest of the stream, we're gonna just try and bring Kurdun back. Bob Kerman is doing amazing science and is the primary reason we have most of the technology we do as of right now. So Bob Kerman definitely deserves an award for that. We are going to make sure we have monopropellant, make sure we have fuel, and we're going to undock. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, all of that science, I don't really care to bring it back. I think the fact that he's processing that much science per day and there's that much data in there, that's another 2,000 science. So we're just going to stick with that. Let's do, before we do anything, let's just do a slight burn. Now that we have Kurdun in here, we can actually do all of these maneuvers. That's odd that you can use a crew hatch. Huh. Oh, whatever. We're going to do a very... slight burn in a way that does not have us collide with the station. And we're off. There we go. Okay. So now that we're on a course far away, stop with that. Course far away from that. We're going to use... I love that, where you actually come back around. Yeah, we need to reach Kerbin. And unfortunately, we're in a terrible place to do so. So unfortunately, we're going to need to wait. Probably better to wait in the tracking station to do this. We need Duna to be right here. And that's going to take some time. It's going to probably take a year in game. We're going to need to catch up to Duna. We could probably do the maneuver now. No, it's going to take another little bit. I wish there was a faster way to increase time. All right, we're good. We're pretty much there now, right? Yeah, let's start planning the maneuver. Yeah, 1 year. Yeah. This is not the correct. So that was the one that was, yeah, I don't know why it renames everything. I wish it would not do that. And I hope it doesn't do that in the next game. Yeah, I think this is it. Because each thing in the station is a different ship put together. If I want them to be tied together, I'll manually tie them together. It's fine. All right, quick save. And let's start messing with maneuvers. Should be able to slingshot Ike pretty easily. Yeah, and once we get into solar orbit, will be good. We have this set to 100, right? Yep. Yeah, that's one hell of a slingshot. Let's do that one. The closer we skim by it, the more energy we get. So we will take Ike's power. Yeah, and of course, the computer can't handle... We're gonna burn radial out. We're gonna do a close skim. 10,000 meters is a beautiful, beautiful altitude. Periapsis to do a slingshot, which we are currently doing right now. Because Ike is moving this way and we are coming around it, gathering energy. That's how close we got. Look at that. That's very close. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think I've landed on Ike before. Can I actually EVA from here? No. No, you can't EVA in this thing. Yeah, we have not landed on Ike. Good slingshot, though. We got so close that our previous orbit's actually cutting into one of the mountains. Actually, no, that was just our... That wasn't our previous orbit. That wouldn't make sense, actually. Oh, shit. Well... Ike has a fucked up orbit, and it kind of fucked us up, I think. All right. So now, maneuver. Setting Kerbin as our targets. Why is it so... Oh, you know what we did? We waited too long. Wait, what the fuck just happened? Hold on. Also, our... If we go here, it's gonna take us... That burn's gonna be in 2 years, though. Right? We waited too long, is what happened. How much fuel do we have? 3,500. See, we have fuel. We got it. We're good. It's going to cost us more fuel, but we won't have to wait another year to get there. So we'll be fine. But we did fuck up the timing quite badly. We waited too long. Kerbin needs to be over here. Like, Kerbin needs to be down here. We waited probably like maybe 2 months too long. It's all right. That's a great thing. If you have infinite energy, you can just kind of burn towards the target, which is what we're doing right now. We don't have infinite energy. We're gonna have another 1,000 meters per second to slow ourselves down. If this is using RCS, we don't want it to be doing that. Yeah, stop using RCS. So yeah, it's a little bit of a battle between time and energy, right? Where it's like, okay, we could have waited another 2 years to burn and probably would have only spent half as much energy, but I'd rather not wait to do that. We'll be fine. All right. Yeah, see, it needed to be back here. It's too far ahead of us. We had to lower our periapsis below Kerbin's orbit, right? Because we're missing it. It's too far ahead of us now. Where it needed to be was like, yeah. I'll never make that mistake again, though. You know, it's just one of those things you. And it's a factor of the game. Like in reality, making burns like these, the calculations that are done are the margin of error is infinitesimally small. You burn an exact amount at an exact time and you land exactly where you need to land in the exact way that you need to do it. And it's all done by supercomputers at this point. All right, so we can use if we interact with the mun in such a way that we catch it in front of it, we'll get sucked. No, that's not going to help us. All right, we're just going to do this. Yeah, we can't do that. See, that's slowing us down a little bit more. But yeah, we can't actually afford to do this, which is problematic. I wonder... No. I don't know if we can actually do this. We can definitely get ourselves to... slow down. I don't know if we're gonna skim it. Enough though. That's really the question, right? It's gonna be very tight, is what it's gonna be. That's gonna be very, very tight. We're gonna skim it as best we can. I don't think it's gonna be enough. And I think we're gonna be coming in too hot. What's this gonna make our periapsis? 18. Oh, gotta start burning. The closer we get, we should have altered our orbit to be closer. We didn't fine-tune our burn. We could have fine-tuned it to make this much less expensive. But here we are, cutting it down to 50 meters per second. Yeah, if that periapsis doesn't reach below 20... We're done here. All right, that is very close. This is gonna be very close, and I don't know if we're gonna... All right, now that we're horizontal, I'm going to go retrograde. And we're gonna burn off the rest of our fuel. Boop. And boop. Wait, what? Was that not a stack separator? Yeah, it was. All right, now we just pray. Now we just pray that we don't enter too fast. Because we're sure as hell coming in pretty fucking fast and our orbit's actually reversed. We're gonna enter. One way or another, we're gonna enter. Whether we enter in tiny pieces or we enter intact with Kurdun safe at home. It's gonna depend. We're gonna find out though. Once that hits 3,000, oh, that's gonna be... We're gonna slap that atmosphere. Oh, shit. No brakes. No brakes. What's heating up? Oh, shit. No brakes. Look at that apoapsis. No brakes. Oh shit. Oh shit. We came in way too hot. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. We made it. We fucking made it. Holy shit, dude. I haven't entered that fast before. Woo. That was one hell of an entry. All right, at 2,000 meters, we'll engage the parachutes and we'll jettison the heat shield. We can see the surface now. All right, engage the parachutes, jettison the heat shield. And we're secure. Yeah, we burned a lot of fuel to get here in less than a year. But I think it was worth it. I mean, we had that extra fuel, so you may as well use every last drop, right? Because it's going to burn up one way or another. Beautiful. That's the hardest re-entry I've ever performed. Beautiful. Kurdun is safe. Back on Kerbin. Successful Duna shuttle. Now we know we can use this thing to shuttle. Well, actually, we had to use fuel from the space station, so this thing doesn't actually have enough fuel to... Actually, it should, except we... Oof, we are low on money. We need to do missions now. Can I turn science into money? We may have to ferry some tourists. Orbital station around Minmus? Hmm. Yeah, bringing an asteroid into stable orbit around Kerbin sounds very fun. Engineer on a craft and attach a voltaic panel to the target. Both of these sound really fun. I'm gonna take both of them because they sound like serious challenges. All right, Minmus. This would give us a ton of money. Return to Kerbin from the surface of Minmus. We can do that. We've done that before. Ike is pretty difficult. We would have to... That would be pretty difficult. But yeah, we are low on money. And as far, what's flagpole? Oh, cool. We can change our flag here. I like the look of the orbs. Yeah, you get money in advance. Oh, we can absolutely do this on an escape trajectory out of the mun. Oh, that's difficult. We can position a satellite. There's no advance for this, though. Yeah, we need money, though. Like, for instance, that thing we just launched. I'm getting close to wanting to start a new run. Also, we're on year 12. Like, we could have planned our missions way better. That thing we just launched costs basically all of our money. 168,000. We can't even send this thing at this point. Yeah. That was a good mission, though. I like that Duna shuttle mission. Cost a lot of money, though. But, I mean, is it even worth it? See, part of the thing that I messed up as well is sending astronauts on basically one-way missions and then having to send a mission to go and rescue them. That costs a lot of money, and it's far from ideal. So it's almost worth, how much do these cost? 86,000? Yeah, see, Kerbals are expensive as well. We've got so much science, though, it just takes time for it to be completed. I need to get better. Another thing I need to get better at. Oh, is this the specific orbit? We can do those. It's not going to be hard to get money. But I like the idea of doing a mission to, like, deorbit stuff. I really should practice in... I like the career mode, and I like needing to actually do things to get science to progress stuff. But at the same time, I kind of want to... Yeah, look how much data there is. I think one data is 4 science or something. Yeah, there's another 499 science. That Duna lander mission was huge for science. Huge. We can pretty much unlock everything except the last tier, I think, at this point. We can unlock all of these with the science we're getting. This we can make an SSTO with. Yeah. And we're still going to get another probably 2,000 science. The only thing we'll not be able to unlock are pretty much these end game things. Interesting. Cool. Well, I'm going to leave it here. That was a good mission. And I learned a lot, again, with every mission. I think I haven't been playing Kerbal much, but I wanted to stream it tonight because I wanted to just do some stuff. I'm going to be back at Warframe tomorrow. I'll do some more Warframe tomorrow. And whatever we do in Kerbal next has to involve some of these missions. I think exploring Minmus is probably going to be what we do, because if we can get a Minmus, if we can return to Kerbin from the surface of Minmus, we will get tons of money. What we have to, I think we're going to have to take an advance. We can do this as well. We'll take this advance. Yeah, that way we have money to do this. And then we have money to do this. And then we'll get plenty of money from that. We'll have at least 400,000 after that. So GG's, I'm going to leave it here. Have a good night, and I'll be on most likely tomorrow.